have untapped potential for knee bulletproofing, 1 foot jumping, and speed, and it's not your fault. Most people's knees are not prepared. Now, 2 simple measurables from 0, flat ground, back knee not touching the floor, chest up, hamstrings completely covering the calves. It's okay if your heel's up. We just want that full coverage, completely pain-free, and with palms on the floor, being able to fully contract a quad in the elephant walk. Those 2 things are a good preparation for the Nordic. Then it's not your fault that these are not common in gyms. And the purpose of this video today is also to show you Derek's Nordic strap. Derek is the #1 longevity expert I know, because I've actually observed him go from unable to dunk, reaching age 40, to now being 43 and dunking easily off either leg. And he's exceptional at these. And in fact, I've trained some of the richest athletes in the world, and the guys who can do Nordics, like push-ups, tend to be the greatest genetic freaks. It's just one quality, but most of us, for me, for example, I was nowhere near dunking off 1 foot and had given up on that. I had given up on the idea of being fast. I thought I would just always be slow. Well, the first phase is just controlling it down. And thanks to the Nordic strap, you can turn any bench into a Nordic bench. 5 sets of 5 in 5 minutes is the workout on Dense once a week. And all you're trying to do is get those thighs to get at least 45 degrees to the ground before you push back up. And if you can't do that, you just use a bench to fight it and still be able to get there. And in fact, that's open-ended, because you could then add weight to that exact same thing. So I believe in that foundational phase, but I saw Marty St. Louis do a different kind of Nordic, where he went up and then he did that levitating style. You may have seen Cheetah, Tyreek Hill, do 10 of those in a row. But let's take a look. Derek will show you as well, but you can elevate your hips, and you can do that at some level. I recommend the preparation with Dense. I recommend the preparation with 0. Then in standards, we want to get the ability to go from a flat bench, just like Marty St. Louis, hands behind the back, glutes contract first to get the abs off the bench, rather than going here, which would cheat it. Abs come off the bench via glute contraction, and then hamstrings kick in. Then we're trying to drop below that 45 degrees and come back up without using our hands. So now I can dunk easily off 1 foot. You'll see Derek dunking off 1 foot, at 43 years old. So we know you have untapped potential. Consider that when Marty St. Louis did that, his trainer said, out of 25 pro hockey players in the gym, Marty was the only guy who could, and Marty was 35 years old, leading the league in scoring. So it's not your fault that Nordic benches are not common. It's not your fault that training the Nordic as a year-round quality, just as important as a bench press or a push-up, is not common. That's not your fault. But now, after watching this video, you have the answers. You can do it from any gym, and you can change your knees, your speed, your 1 foot jumping for the rest of your life. If we look at this, not to be too graphic, but the way your ACL attaches is from the back of the thigh bone to the front of the shin bone, and that's exactly what's happening here.